Everyone there? Addis, our very own Rachel, and the new Rachel Prison. Okay. Now, so we use the whiteboard as well with it. Right, so it's IFRS 15. It's revenue from contract with customers. Right, with customers. No problem, Prison. You are welcome. We are all very good hosts. We are all ladies and gentlemen here. That's Eddie, very sneaky. Okay. You can just listen to it and Samantha will share the screenshots with you later. Okay, revenue from contract with customers. Now, previously, when you were studying the FC and earlier level of accountancy, right, revenue was used to be called as price of goods and services, and recognized when goods are delivered and services are performed. Right now, that gave us some difficulty, some confusion. Confusion was that the old standard, the IS 18 revenue, that used to call as revenue is recognized when goods are delivered. Right, when goods are delivered. Now the contradiction with other standard was that there are so many products that cannot be delivered for a long time, like buildings, big buildings, skyscrapers. They take tens of years to complete, and then we hand it over. So until we deliver it, shall we not recognize revenue for 10 years? Now that was a accountancy problem. Right now, to cater those problems, they issued this standards. Right. So according to this standard, revenue is recognized in 5 steps. Right, 5 steps to recognize revenue. Right. We'll do the construction contracts later. For now, we are doing revenue from contract with customers. Right, okay. First step is, this is the documentation that you have to fill with your relative accountancy body. Right. First step is to identify the contract. That is of product or service or both. Right. First step is that you have to identify the contract. That is of product or service or both. Uh-oh, Eddie's here. He is not the princess. Why is he coming late? Right. So identify the contract, that whether the contract is of product, of service, or both. Right. So this is the first step. It must be clearly mentioned in the contract that whether contract is of price, product, or service, or both. Do I have to deliver you machine, that is product, or service, which I'm doing now, or technical support, or both, that we sell you product? No. Now, Rachel, I'm the class prince, I'm the king, and I'm the prince. Why did Samantha leave? My class fellows are so sensitive. I was joking. Alice, did you say anything to her? Yeah, you are the naughty girl of the class. Call her back, man. See, Rachel, present. This class is so sensitive. Yes, I am recording. All my class fellows are so sensitive. Yes, I'm recording. I'll share it. Okay. But still, Samantha is Samantha. She is the princess of this class. She stays. Okay. Right. So identify the contract of product or service or both. It must be clearly mentioned that what are your obligations? Is it only product? Is it service as well? Or is it both? Right. Okay. Okay. Samantha is back. Thank God. See, I am very sensitive as well. I don't like people being annoyed with me. Enjoy me. Okay. So first, it must be clearly mentioned that what is your contract? Are you bound to deliver product or service or both? Right? Clearly mentioned. Anything that is not mentioned will not be by default. That will not be considered in the contract. Okay. Identify the. Hello, Samantha, you're back. Ah, you scared the hell out of me. See, I'm very sensitive with my students. I thought you were annoyed at something. Don't worry. When the class ends, if I have the time, I'll sing a song for you all in my poor voice. Right? Addis, my voice is so poor that you won't want to hear it again. Yes, of course in Urdu. You can't wait, but then you say, oh, I want to wait. Okay. Identify the performance obligations within the contract. Second point is that you have to narrate or write or agreed upon what you have to do with product. Do you only have to manufacture it? Do you have to deliver it? Or is it that you will wait until the customer uses it and approves it? Right? Anything you have to do in the contract must be specified. All the performance obligations. That what are you required to do? Are you only required to manufacture the product? The customer will transport it himself, right? As I am providing the service, what is my performance obligations? Do I have to cover the syllabus only, or do I have to get you pass as well? Right. So my performance obligation will be written in the contract. Am I obliged to give you pass, or am I obliged to cover the syllabus only? Right. It must be mentioned performance obligations. Third is agree the okay. Got it. Agree the transaction price. Right. Agree the transaction price. What will be the price? Right. Normally, if we are providing both product and service, then it will have to be divided between the product and service. Pamela, how are you? Okay. And then fourth is allocate the transaction price to different performance obligations. That if we are providing both product and service, like it's car and resale service, car and technical pre-servicing, right? Normally we have with the new cars. For 2 to 3 years, they give you free services. So the transaction price has to be allocated. How much is for product? How much is for service? Right. And fifth is recognize revenue when all the performance obligations are met. That is risk and rewards and risk and rewards transferred and control is transferred. Risk and rewards transferred and control is transferred. That means no more risk. Right. So then you can record the revenue. Then you will be able to record the revenue. Right. Understood? So far, so good. Please reply. Addie, Samantha, our own Rachel Prison, and Eddie. Okay. Look at this. Right. Normally, when you buy a new car, the car company gives you 2 to 3 years service for free. Right. 2 to 3 years service for free, or they sell product with service. So what do you do is, and they charge you one price. Now that price has to be allocated between how much they charge you for car and how much is for service. Because they charge you one price for two things, right? So let's suppose my contract with you is that we deliver you laptops and teaching services for 20,000 brands, right? Or $20,000. That means now we have to allocate how much is for laptop and how much is for services. Right? So we have to, transaction price has to be allocated between all the performance obligations if there are more than one. What is now Addis? Okay. All right, Rachel. Okay, so open your books and now we apply them, these 5 criteria. Okay, so in book, it's illustration 1 on page number 246. Got it? Everyone there? Page 246, illustration 1. Are we all there? Okay. Okay. Illustration 1, the 5 steps, right? Okay. On 1st December X1, Wade receives an order from a customer for a computer as well as 12 months of technical support, right? So it is, a contract is identified. It is for a product, that is computer, and service, that is for 12 months technical support, right? Wade delivers the computer and transfer its legal title to customers on the same day. So that is performance obligation, that you have to deliver it. The contract is of product and your obligation is to make it, manufacture it, and deliver it, right? So this is, the customer paid 420 on 1st December X1. This is the transaction price. They paid 420. Computer normally sells for 300 and technical support for 120. See, the question Ed is asked. That's how you allocate the transaction price between performance obligations. 5th is recognize revenue when performance obligation is satisfied, right? And when risk and rewards are delivered, right? So computer is delivered, so we will record 300 very same day. But technical support has not been provided for, right? So 120 will be recorded when the technical support will be fully provided, right? When the technical support will be fully provided, right? So it will be overtime. Every month there will be a different revenue, right? So performance obligation has not been delivered yet, has not been performed yet. Risk and rewards have not been transferred. So 300 will be recognized immediately, but 120 will be recognized as services are performed, as the performance obligation is being met. Are we clear in this? Rachel, Eddie, Rachel, Prison, Eddie, Samantha. Oh, even Eddie's got it first time. I want to clap so loud. Cheers.
So I'm the slow learner now.
I hope there is no technology drama in your brains. Please don't leave the group now. As long as you learn, that's fine. Okay, if you come to illustration 2 on page number 248. Yep, page number 248. Illustration 2. Okay. Aluna company has a year end of 31st December X1. On 30th September X1, Aluna company signed a contract with the customer to provide them with an asset on 31st December X1. Right? So this was the performance obligation. That asset had to be delivered on 31st December X1. Control over the asset passed to customer on 31st December X1, and we have delivered it. Customer will pay 1 million on 30th June X2 after 1 year, right? Okay. By 31st December X1, Aluna company did not believe that it was probable that it would collect the consideration that it was entitled to. That means when we are delivering the product, we know that customer will not pay. Remember, this belief, knowledge should be at the contract date, at the delivery date, before the product is delivered. We knew that customer will not pay. That means sale is not a genuine sale. Remember, therefore, every contract must have a consideration. We have delivered the product, but the other party is not going to make any payment. Since they are not going to make any payment, so the contract is not valid. It will not be recognized as revenue. Is it clear? Am I clear? Okay. Now we jump up to illustration number 3 on page number 249. Are we there? 249. Okay. It says Rosemary Company's revenue includes 2 million for goods it sold, acting as an agent for Elaine. Right. The Rosemary Company's revenue includes 2 million for goods it sold, acting as an agent. So what is our performance obligation? What is our contract? Our contract is to provide agency services. We are not bound to deliver goods. Remember, we are agents. Our contract, our performance obligation is of agency services. Now, Rosemary Company earned a commission of 20% on these sales and remitted the difference of 1.6 million to Elaine. Now, our revenue is 20% of sales, not 2 million, because our contract was of provision of agency services. We were required to provide agency services. We were contracted to provide agency services. So our revenue is 20%, not 2 million. He has included whole 2 million. No, right? So what will we do? If you come on whiteboard, revenue is our revenue is 2 million into 0.20. That is 400,000. This is our revenue. He has declared whole 2 million as revenue. No, that is mistake. So what will we do? we will debit revenue with 1.6 million. Right? We will take 1.6 million out of revenue, and 400 will be left as revenue, because our contract was provision of agency services. This was, yes, Samantha, you are right. Because he has included 2 million as revenue. 2 million cannot be revenue. 2 million cannot be revenue. So we will record only 400,000 as a price of product, services, or performance obligations. Got it, everyone? Okay, see, Addis, you are not a slow learner anymore. You are improving. You will improve. Before the end of life. All right, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll take it in detail and we'll try to finish it tomorrow. I take the screenshots, please. Oh, Addis, yes, yes, yes. Although my voice is pathetic, but you know, every time someone leaves me and comes back, I sing this song, normally to my wife, because she leaves me every other day. When she comes back, I sing this song to her. So yesterday, Rachel left and came back. Today, Samantha left and came back. So I remembered that song. Now don't leave, Addis. Now you have to listen. Everyone, someone leaves me, leaves the group and comes back. It reminds me of this song. It's a nice Urdu song. It was uh, it was sung in 1970s something. Oh yeah, she always does. Every week, once every week. Once every week, she leaves me and she goes to her parents and then she comes back. Okay. So every time she comes back, I sing this to her. Now because Samantha left today, Rachel left yesterday. So I thought, let's sing this song to the whole. Although my voice is pathetic, but you can record it and you can share it with some Urdu or Indian guy, Indian friend. And they will, yes, Eddie as well. And they will translate it for you. Right? Okay. Are you all ears? I'm going to start. Okay, here I come. तुम आ गए हो, नूर आ गया है, नहीं तो चरागों से ला जा रही थी, जीने की हमको वजह मिल गई है, बड़ी बेवजह जिंदगी जा रही, तुम आ गए हो, नूर आ गया है, नहीं तो चरागों से ला जा रही। Yay! That was good, wasn't it? Nowadays, you have to do it yourself. You have to find it. If I translate it, we lose the feelings. You know what? What my mom says. My mom says this song is so pathetic that this is the reason she leaves you every week. Did you like it, Edis? Who liked it? Who liked it? Who likes it? Raise your hands. I will tell you. I'll show your reactions to my wife if you like it. Let's see. People there are there who like it actually. Thank you. I'll show your comments to my wife. You might get a call from her. Of course, she'll say you are mad. Okay, Samantha, thanks for coming. This song was for you because you left it and you came back. So get it translated from someone who knows it. You like it, and let me know the reaction then. No problem. I'm all here for you. Good night. Good night, all. Take the screenshots, please.